The Australia Council for the Arts would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this project was filmed. The Council would also like to pay respect to the elders both past and present and extend that respect to other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders.
It seems to be that we're very uncertain about the future, but I guess I can see your exhibition having kind of two approaches to that idea. You could call it a verdict that you kind of just have to accept it, or you could describe it as a challenge to how we approach the future. Where do you sit on that? Where does your work sit on in that range of possibilities between, I guess, pessimism and optimism, really?
Probably, I have a foot in both of those camps. I'd probably say one foot is more firmly planted on the pessimistic side. I mean, because of my interest in nature and hanging out in museums, you know, with curators over the years and stuff, working from specimens, and looking at lowly organisms like insects who are hardwired to be competitive. It's part of being a living organism, even plants, you know, like it's a survival of the fittest thing. And I think that the current battles we're fighting in various parts of the world at present are just yet more outpourings of this sort of competitive nature that, you know, humankind shares with with every other organism on the planet, really. And I just, because I think it's some sort of biological driver, it's impossible for me to imagine a world, you know, you look back at the, you know, 100 years ago this year and, you know, the so-called Great War that was going to be the war to end all wars, and, well, sadly, that hasn't happened. But also linked with that sort of competitive hardwiring, we seem to be using our planet to bits, really. Again, you know, so I have an even more bleak picture, I suppose, or bleak outlook on the state of play globally in terms of climate change and its impact on everything, its impact on food, on livelihood, on water, on so much. And I think, you know, for me, it's even more of a major obstacle for the future than our sort of unceasing, you know, conflict. But having said that, my foot in the optimistic side is that the world is a seriously amazing place, absolutely extraordinary in all sorts of ways, and it continues to beguile and intrigue in so many, you know, in such a myriad ways. And so I'd like to think, getting back to my installation, although I'd say it is physically and conceptually a dark installation. It's not a gloomy installation, I don't think. I don't know yet, because, you know, it hasn't come together. But it's not, I don't think it's gloomy, because, you know, I'd like to think that, you know, because the world is such an amazing place, that's reflected in a lot of the work.